Lesson. Today we're going to be learning about worded problems, which you were doing on Thursday, but on Thursday you were doubling with worded problems. Today you're going to be using addition. So can you quickly tell your mums and dads, what does addition mean? Can you tell them what addition means? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, have you told them? So addition is when we're joining numbers together to make a bigger total. Okay, so a worded problem is something that we have to solve, but instead of numbers, so like the number sentences we would normally answer, it's words. So I'm going to show you how we do this. So last time I showed you this, and we're just going to quickly talk about it again, because the first thing that you need to do is read the problem. Then we have to underline the numbers so that we know which numbers we're working with. Then we have to decide whether we're adding, subtracting, or doubling. And then once we know that, we can work out the answer and then write the answer. So let's have a look at the first problem together. The first thing that we need to do is read the problem. There are 6 camels having a drink. Another 5 camels come to join them. How many camels are there now? So now we need to underline the numbers. Okay, so I'm going to underline 6 and I'm going to underline 5. And now we need to decide if we're going to add, subtract, or double. So in our problem, it tells us that there are 6 camels having a drink and then 5 more camels come to join them. So if we've got 5 more, do you think we're adding or subtracting? If we've got 6 and then we've got 5 more, are we adding or are we subtracting? Quickly tell your mums and dads now what you think. Yes, we are adding, okay? Because we have got 6 and then another 5 camels come to join them. So we're adding another 5 camels. So we've read the problem, we've underlined the numbers, we know that we need to add, so now we're going to work out the answer. So the problem told us that we have 6 camels having a drink. So we need to write the number 6. And then 5 camels came to join them. And we said, didn't we, that we're adding, because we had 6 camels and then another 5 camels came to join them. So how many camels do we have now? So reception, you can either work out the answer in your head, you can use your fingers, which is what I'm going to do, or you can get some objects to count with, okay? It's up to you. I'm going to use my fingers, so here we go. So I'm going to look at the first number, which is 6, and then I'm going to count on. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the answer is 11. So now we can go and write that in. Okay, reception. So we've worked out the answer. So we know that there are 11 camels now because we did 6 add 5 equals 11. So let's look at the next problem together. Miss Carmen has 10 apples. Mrs. Murphy gives her another 7 apples. How many apples does Miss Carmen have now? So let's go and look at what we need to do. So the first thing we need to do is read the problem, which we've done, and then we need to underline the numbers. So we're going to underline 10 and then 7. And then we need to decide whether we're adding or subtracting or doubling. So let's look at our problem again. So Miss Carmen had 10 apples and then Mrs. Murphy gave her another 7. So are we adding or are we subtracting? And Mrs. Murphy has given her more, or given me more, should I say? We are adding. Well done, we're going to be adding. So Now we can work out the answer. So let's do that together.
Okay, so Miss Carmen had 10 apples and then Mrs. Murphy gave her 7. And we decided that we're adding, didn't we? Because Mrs. Murphy gave her 7 more. So we're adding. So you can choose to do this in your head. You can count on with your fingers, or you can find something to count with and count the answer. I'm going to do it by counting on with my fingers. So I'm going to start with 10, the biggest number, and then I'm going to count on 7. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the answer is 17. Okay, so now we can go back on and we can write our answer.
Okay, so we found our answer, which was 17. I have 17 apples because we had 10 and then we added 7 and we got 17. Okay, we've got one more to look at together. There are 15 fish in the tank. A boy puts another 7 fish in the tank. How many fish are in the tank now? So let's go back and look. So the first thing we had to do was read the problem, which we've done. And then we need to underline the numbers, okay? So let's underline the numbers. And then we need to decide whether we're adding, subtracting, or doubling. So let's look at the problem. So there are 15 fish in the tank, and then a boy puts another 7 fish in the tank. So what do you think? Are we going to be adding, or are we going to be subtracting if he puts another 7 fish in the tank? Quickly tell your adult now what you think we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding. Well done. So we know we're going to be adding. So now we can go and work out our answer together.
Okay, so we had 15 fish in the tank, and then a boy put another 7 fish in the tank. So we can add another 7 because he put 7 more in, and then we can work out the answer. So I'm going to use my fingers again and count on, okay? So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the answer is 22 fish in the tank. Now reception, I have set you some worded problems to try yourself on Google Classroom, and I've also sent them in the email, mums and dads. So if you could have a go at doing those worded problems now and see how you get on. Good luck reception, well done for your super listening. Bye.